Hello and welcome back to my channel, Crafty Concepts with Erin. Today I'm going to create a Christmas themed scrapbook layout with the Cedar Pine Collection. I have this photograph of my husband and I at a Christmas party that was actually last Christmas. So I really thought these papers complemented the photo nicely, and I'm excited to do this layout. We have that really kind of cool distressed candy apple red page that I'm going to use as my base layout, and here I'm trimming down a sheet of vanilla cardstock to 11 by 11. I decided I want more of a contrast around the edge, so instead of inking the edges, I opted to go with black cardstock for a sharper, more crisp look. So the black is 11 by 11 and the vanilla is 1/8 of an inch smaller. Now I'm going to bring in this evergreen plaid pattern paper. I love this paper, very Christmassy. And what I'm going to do is cut down 1 inch in the middle and then use my microtip scissors to cut up from each corner to create a dovetail or banner, if you will. And this will be the background for my photo. I have this little piece of pattern paper here left over from some card projects, so I'm going to tuck that in, and now I'm just auditioning some of the chipboard complements that go along with this collection. A lot of fun banners and tags, and I love this little plaid black heart here. I'm happy with the placement of my photo, so I'm going to commit to this and tape it down with my tape runner. So I'm going to put this, I think I want a little bit more in the center. There we go. That looks good. So these little strips here are called zip strips, and they're off the top of the paper, pattern papers. One side gives you the information about the paper pack, and the other side has fun patterns and colors, and they're just a great way to add layers and color and interest to your layout. So I'm dovetailing the ends, and I'm going to just layer these up here. I'm just eyeballing it to see how long I want this to stretch across my page, and then I will go ahead and wiggle those into place, and just like so, kind of anchors my photos and gives me a spot for my title here. So I'm using this chipboard tag that says Christmas Blessings as my title, because the fact that my husband and I can slip away and have some fun free time at Christmas is truly a Christmas blessing. So I have this poinsettia and a couple sprigs and little vellum leaves that I cut out on my Cricut using the Complete Creativity collection. And I have my red and my black shimmer pen, and I'm just going to add a little sparkle to this poinsettia. And I love these shimmer pens. I could have cut it out with the red glitter paper, and that would have looked great too. But if you just want a subtle shine, this is a really quick and easy way to do that. Once it dries, you can really see that sparkle. And now I'm using the black to go around the edges to hide that white core from all the cardstock has a white core, which really allows you to do some neat techniques, but sometimes you don't want it showing. So going around with the black marker or the shimmer brush is a quick way to camouflage that. And I'm rolling the edges just to give it a little shape and lift off of the page. And I'll use glue to tack down the center, and then foam dimensional adhesive to kind of lift up the petals and help them retain their shape. I'm using this liquid adhesive in the center, and then I can't find my dimensional foam tape, so I'm using the little squares from the shaker card windows, and I'm just cutting those up to put little pieces around the bottom side of the petals, and then we will remove the protective layer there, and then we're ready to tack this down into place, and that way when we put it in our page protector in the album, it'll help hold its shape. Now I'm just going to tuck the little floral sprigs. I like the vellum, it's just a really soft look, and we'll put that on either side, kind of mirroring each other. And then I cut these little pine sprigs with black glitter paper. This was a very dressy evening. We were all done up to go out, so I wanted to bring in some of that black glitter paper just to kind of dress this layout up a bit. I'm only applying adhesive to the bottom portion of these embellishments and tucking them into place there. And now I'm going to add the gold glitter gems to the center of my poinsettia. And since I've cut this poinsettia large, it's about 2.5 inches across, I have lots of room in the center to really place a lot of these gold glitter gems. And I'm using my paper piercer just to kind of help me pick those up. Some of them are jumping away from me, but that's okay. So I want to take a look at this sticker sheet to see if there's anything I can incorporate. And I thought these little poinsettia leaves would look nice under there. And normally I don't like the white around there, and I would cut that off, but it actually helps give a little contrast since it's green on a green background. So I opted to leave the white margins around the sticker. So we also have this corner here in kind of a little corner frame, and I thought it would help reinforce that craft color. This red ornament helps create that visual triangle and brings your eye up to the top of the layout. So I put a little foam tape behind that to lift it up off of the layout. And then again, I want to bring in a little bit more black, and this is the black adhesive back shimmer trim. Very pretty, adds a lot of sparkle. Again, it's going to kind of dress things up just a little bit. So I'm anchoring this down, and since I already glued my poinsettia down, we're just going to cut and tuck it from both sides so it looks like it's going all the way across, but nobody will know the difference. Sometimes we have to do it this way when we do things backwards, which I do frequently, and that's okay. So we're just getting everything into place, and I like the way it looks. I have a little bit, this is red line tape that I ordered on Amazon. It's a very strong double-sided tape, and when you remove the protective cover there, it's just clear, but it's great for fabric and things of that nature. It'll really hold those ribbons in place. And I'm just using a little dimensional foam to pop my cute little plaid heart up there. And I thought it'd be fun to incorporate these black little word stickers on the side. So I'm only touching down the very corner of them to make sure I'm happy with the placement, and then I can smooth them down the rest of the way if I decide to use them. These particular ones say the most wonderful time of the year. And we do this every year. It's my husband's company Christmas party, and it's a big fancy dinner. We get all dressed up, and it's a lot of fun. I look forward to it every year. I'm laying down my all-purpose mat just because I'm going to add a few splatters, and I just want to protect my workspace. So I just smack the black shimmer brush there, and it's a great way to add some little splatters there. And then you get a little sparkle and shine as well. And then wipe it up with a baby wipe there. And I decided to do some on the opposite side. So we'll just protect my photos. And maybe a little bit across the bottom there. And I think that looks nice. You can add splatters or not add splatters. It's your personal preference. I do also have these white acrylic hearts, and this came with the Best Friends Forever collection, but you can buy these individually as well. And I thought it'd be good to reinforce, I have that black plaid patterned heart, and I wanted to reinforce the heart theme around the page. So I'm just using my liquid adhesive, and I like that there are the solid hearts and then kind of the outline as well in all different sizes. These are just really fun little acrylic shapes here. I'm just going to add a couple to each cluster around my little triangle here, and you can see I did add some journaling. I stamped a journaling block and added that off camera there. So here's the finished layout. I really like the way this came together, and very traditional holiday colors, and it was perfect for this photo of my husband and I. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, Be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos coming up. I hope you are all having a wonderful holiday season, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. For more information, you can check out my blog at craftyconceptswitherin.com. I'll have more details on this project and all the projects that I've created. And here is another video you might be interested in. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.